Hello and welcome to another video from the Lancashire Explorer. Today we're going to be looking at the Bradford Power Station, which was also known as Valley Road Power Station. So it won't surprise you to know that this was actually located on Valley Road in Bradford, West Yorkshire. The primary source of fuel was coal, which was railed into sidings adjacent to the Bradford Foster Square to Shipley Railway line. The plant operated for 79 years and had cooling towers constructed from wood and was noted for its 300-foot chimney that was supposed to vent smoke away from the valley floor in Bradford Dale that the power station was located on. The commissioning of a power station in Bradford as operated by the Bradford Corporation made it the first municipal supplier of electricity in the United Kingdom. In 1882, the United Kingdom government passed the Electricity Lighting Act. This allowed individuals, private companies and corporations the right to build and operate their own power generating sites. The Bradford Corporation, who also supplied water and other services to the city of Bradford, applied for a licence and were granted one in 1883, though they did not commission anything until 1887, when a small generating site was built on Bolton Road. This made the Bradford Corporation the first municipal provider of electricity in the United Kingdom. In 1889, the power was used in the private homes as 43 consumers. In 1897, the plant had a generating capacity of 2,019 kilowatts, and the maximum load was 1,123 kilowatts. A total of 977.12 megawatts of electricity was sold, which powered 68,843 lamps. This provided an income to the corporation of £18,552. By 1960, the power station on Valley Road was supplying electricity to over 134,000 homes. The first conversion of an urban tramway system from horse to electric power was in Bradford in 1892, supplied from Bolton Road. By the middle of the 1890s, it was clear that the original site in Bolton Road was not capable of generating the electrical needs of the growing city, and so another site was commissioned between Canal Road and Valley Road in the north of the city, which adjoined the Leeds and Bradford railway lines approaching Bradford Foster Square Station. The foundation stone was laid in June 1896, with Bradford Power Station opening a year later in 1897. The power station's location in the north end of the city, low in the valley of Bradford Dale, meant that a 300-foot chimney was constructed to vent the smoke away from the valley floor, as already mentioned. The valley floor was heavily polluted by industries burning low-carbon coal. So an order was instituted before the power station was built, stipulating that chimneys were to be at least 90 feet high. In 1911, the first electric trolleybuses were introduced between Bradford and Leeds. By 1923, the generating plant comprised of both AC and DC machinery. The AC plant included three 3,000 kilowatt, one 5,000 kilowatt and two 12,000 kilowatt turbo alternators, which supplied three-phase 50 Hz AC at 400 and 230 volts. The 230 and 46 volt DC supply was generated by a 1,000 kilowatt reciprocating machine. In 1923, the maximum load of the system was 32,640 kilowatts from 75,175 connections from consumers. The total number of units sold that year was 65,456,551 kilowatts, raising 440,091p. The surplus of revenue over expenses was 231,871. In 1931, a topping turbine was installed at Valley Road. This was an English electric company 2.5 megawatts 6,000 revs per minute machine. It used steam at 1,100 psi and 800 degrees Fahrenheit, which exhausted to existing steam mains at 205 psi, whatever that is in English. A new turbo power generator was installed on the site in 1930. It was named Princess Mary and was unveiled by its namesake, Princess Mary. This made Bradford Power Station the most powerful generating concern under local authority control at the time. The power station was extended in 1939 and again in 1947, so that by its closure in 1976 it was capable of generating 70 megawatts of power. It was noted for its 12 Davenport towers, cooling towers constructed of wood, which at the Bradford site were over 43 metres high, some of the highest noted in England. The timber towers had a capacity of 5.335 million gallons per hour. By the time of its closure, the power station also had one conventional concrete cooling tower at the northern end of the site, besides retaining many of the original wooden towers. The concrete tower had a capacity of 1.25 million gallons per hour. The power station consumed 200 tonnes of coal per day, which also resulted in over 3 million imperial gallons of water being used through the system. Coal was railed into the site via a conveyor system located on the western side of the station via the Midland Railway sidings in Valley Road. Upon nationalisation of the British electricity supply industry in 1948, the ownership of Bradford Power Station was vested in the British Electric Authority and subsequently the Central Electricity Authority and Central Electricity Generating Board. The electricity distribution and sales functions were vested in the Yorkshire Electricity Board. By the late 1950s, the station comprised of 6 Babcock and Wilcox boilers, with a total evaporative capacity of 1,080,000 pounds per hour. There were 5 turbo alternators. In 1971, the station had an installed capacity of 75 megawatts, including one 30 megawatt generator and several smaller machines. The power station was given a 12 months notice of closure in October 1975, with full closure being effected in October 1976. The site was demolished in 1978, is now occupied by commercial and industrial units, which quite obviously is the Bradford Foster Square Retail Park, and if I'm not mistaken, also Tesco on Canal Road. So there we are, there's another video. I hope you found it interesting. And obviously, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please also feel free to leave nice comments down below. And also look at my other videos, which include videos on Bradford Foster Square, nightclubs in Bradford, Busby's department store, High Point building, which quite obviously used to be the Yorkshire Building Society building, Bradford Interchange, Bradford Exchange Station, and last but not least, the Gaumont Theatre, which used to be the New Victoria in Bradford, which is soon to become the Bradford Live. So thank you very much for listening and see you in the next video.